Okay, well, you're allowed to turn because you're slow. And you're slow. And they probably know a secret way to go, so they get around the slow guy in the front here. The speed limit is 55, so I think I'm okay for a while. So, let's see. Oh yeah, this is time for my commercial now. If you haven't done so yet, you can feel free to go catch up with some of the comments on Patreon. If you join my Patreon, you can have a look around behind the scenes, so to speak, in my world. It's not always going to be motorcycle stuff. And I figured out how to post video over there. But I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because it seems kind of clunky. And there's a lot of extra steps. So that was just annoying. Yeah, so there's that. But you can go over there and join for free. And if you join and you discover that you've joined at the wrong level, you can feel free to back out and join at the free level. I don't want anybody to put themselves into poverty for my sake. Mostly it's just a way of keeping up with everybody, and it's also a really handy way for people to message me if they want to get a hold of me about stuff without having to go through 15 shades of trying to track me down. Yeah, I discovered that you can send private messages back and forth on that, which is kind of convenient. This little place we're going to now is such a cute little town. And this is kind of a roundabout back road to get up just out someplace and ride some nice back roads. All these little places off to the sides are starting to grow up with houses and things, but there's still some good riding to be had out here. Yep. Later on in the summer, this will get a little bit browner, but Deathly Hallows tattoo? Huh. I haven't been out to Rainier for probably a month or so. Sometimes I don't notice stuff, though. I thought that said Magic Dragon Chinese Artery. Which seems kind of weird, doesn't it? There are a lot of Hispanic food trucks out here. I've noticed that. Although I did go on a field trip with some of the school kids the other day, and they went to the college that I got my nursing degree from, and it was really odd how much that place has grown up, which, I mean, rightfully so. I graduated in the 80s from there, so yeah, not a darn thing there that I recognized. Not a thing. Okay, I'm not gonna pass him because there's all kinds of little side streets. And speed limit's only 30, and I'm already doing 10 over, so now it's 55. And he's turning anyway, so oh. This is one of the reasons that I really love traveling way out, you know, out in the middle of everything. Wider expanses, bigger spaces, all that stuff. Only bad thing about this kind of traveling, you know, in these little townshipy areas, So you have to really be aware of the fact that you're going to come around a corner and somebody's going to be in your lane. Happens a lot here. Oh, let's see. Google hasn't talked to me for a while, so can any of you guys read that? I think we got about 3 more miles. Yeah. Trying to avoid looking down because I don't want you guys to catch a glance at the speedometer. I've been scolded a couple of times by people that I don't even know in videos. It's kind of comical. Okay, so we're going to turn up here pretty soon. Not this road. I've been up here before. It's really pretty. Anyway, yep. So apparently we are going to Skookumchuck first. Oh well. Oh well. I always wonder what things would be like if he hadn't have died. It's one of those things where you never get to find out, huh? Ooh, that's a good sign. 35 miles an hour and some twisties. And no visible traffic. I am going to have to redo something about the volume on my Cardo though, because currently my music is talking over it and that's kind of annoying. It's a little chillier out here, but I don't mind. I was going to head up to Mount St. Helens today, but I kind of got a late start, so maybe tomorrow if I have time. The worst part about running up there is the part where you go past Fort Lewis on I-5, and it's always really trafficy down there. Not a big fan of freeway traffic, but I think I might take the Road King for that one, because it needs a nice freeway rip. This is also the kind of weather you have to worry about deer and stuff like that. You know, the whole constant vigilance stuff. It's nice to see that it's not all horribly developed out here, isn't it? Well, I guess you guys probably don't have an opinion because you haven't been here before. Yep. sorry, I didn't mean to yell your ears out. Talk about speaking something into being, huh? Thank heavens for loud pipes, that's all I can say. Bambi's just out for a nice little snack, and here we come roaring around the corner. I always wonder about these people out here parked beside the road. Are they out here hiking? Naturing? Sometimes when you're out in these rural areas in this county, you find people that are camped out here because they're homeless. And about this time of year, they wind up living out in these places, and then the sheriffs and such have to go roust them out. Pretty sad. Yeah. That's pretty cool seeing that deer, huh? Probably going to be the only one we see all day now. We're probably going to be coming back out this way. Maybe she'll lay in wait for us. Get even with us for scaring her. Of course, this time of year, if it was a her, she probably would have had a baby behind her, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I think I know stuff. Sometimes I just know that I make things up. You guys can't smell it, but somebody's out here burning some brush. So pretty. To figure out how to use the GoPro 10. It has a remote control for it also that you don't have to wirelessly connect your phone to it for. I got way too many other things going on my phone. I mean, my son can make all that stuff work at the same time, but he's a lot younger and quicker on the uptake than I am. He is currently over in Australia. He sent me some pictures of a museum, motorcycle museum. I think he's down by Billabong or Brisbane, one of the B words. I don't know. I know he plans on renting a motorcycle if things all went like he thought and doing some riding. I hope he does. He works really hard. And it's a remarkable opportunity, although he'll be going back there periodically anyway because he supervises some people over there. See, aren't these roads great? Not too terrible to repair either, knock on wood. Yeah, I was going to see if I could find somebody to ride out here with me this morning. But nobody was interested. Oh well. I don't mind doing stuff on my own. Good thing, huh? It's one thing I always tell people about traveling solo. It's so much easier to be in your experience if you're traveling solo. Because if you're traveling with other people, you've always got somebody to fall back and discuss or plan or, you know, talk to. Whereas if you're solo, it's kind of like, you have nobody to rely on but you. You have nobody to talk out a bad decision with but yourself. And let me just tell you, I've made a lot of bad decisions. Oh, yes, I have. We're gonna turn left. Huh. Skookumchuck Road. Lovely. Let's see if we're still having a battery here. Hang on, let me check. Hi. Yep. I think we're still good. Okay. Cross your fingers. I'm not exactly sure what we're supposed to take a picture of out here. It's 1.4 quarter miles up here, though. Whatever it is. Some sort of sign, now that I think about it. Day use only. It's a pity they have to put signs like that up here. That is one thing when you're out here doing this kind of stuff in these isolated areas. I always try to be aware of my personal safety. You just never know. Every paper I deliver. Oh, I guess you guys don't really want to hear me sing, do you? Yeah, I can't say as I blame you. I couldn't take one more step, yet here I do it anyway. Wow. Isn't that pretty? The book of love, do you have faith in God above? The Bible tells me so. 0.1 mile. 600 feet on the left. Okay, there we are. Okay, there we are. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to turn you guys off for a few minutes. To be continued, okay? You know the deal. Do all the things, okay? GoPro, stop recording. So, we have just gotten our requisite shot at the Skookumchuck hatchery. We're going to head back to the barn now. And I think we'll probably stop at a Starbucks on the way home so that we can get a shot there, because that is also one of the required spots. Oh, Lord, it's muggy out here, though. Oh, goodness. Hot, hot, hot. Hope your day's going okay, people. Let's get turned around and out the road. Oh. Huh. I poked my head in the door and hollered. I guess he didn't hear me. Oh well. No need to bother the poor man. He might have been in the toilet. It happens. Anyway, nice ride out here though, huh? We saw a total of, what, 2 cars on the way out? Yeah. Didn't make me as sad as I thought, because it's not the actual reservoir. Johnson Creek Road, still pretty to ride though. And we're going to remember that we saw a deer on the way out here, and we're going to go slower. Okay, we're not going to go that slow. Hope you guys are doing something fun today. Yes, I know I was over the line. I did it for effect. I think we can all agree there's not a lot of traffic out here. They must be fishing. Oh, they got their dogs out here. Huh. Maybe they're birding dogs. Interesting. If you know what they're doing, drop me a comment, because I have no clue. So yeah, onward bound. I think I'm probably just going to drop some music in here and let you enjoy the scenery. So why don't you do that? Whoops. We're supposed to turn there. Guess we'll go this way for a while, huh? And just like that, off into the sunset. And I got sidetracked and I didn't record anymore, so I'm giving you this terrible voiceover, and I am so sorry about the quality of this. I'm still working on figuring out how to use this new Power Director app, but I kind of decided to stop fiddling with it this week in light of I just need to put a video out, because last week I fiddled around to the last minute. Okay, we're good for gas, so I'm not worried. You might not have noticed. But anyway, I do hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to pop on some music in a moment here. And yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. We've got about 7 more minutes, I might say, of some music. But here's my little commercial first here. Please, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like and leave me a comment. And maybe you'd consider subscribing and hitting that bell, which will let you know, get notified when I do put out some new content. I also want to remind you that I do have a perfectly free to you Patreon that you could go also do that to kind of keep track of some behind the scenes stuff. And that's going to be even more important when I start traveling, because you'll be seeing what I'm up to every day when I'm traveling on Patreon. That'll be the only place that I'm probably going to be interacting when I'm on the road, except for maybe a weekly live stream. I don't know for sure yet. Depends on how things go. It's going to be a pretty long trip, and yeah, and tiredness happens. It's a real thing. But anyway, people, thank you for hanging in here as long as you have, and hope you enjoy this music. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things, okay? Okay, thanks. Oh, right, I was going to put music in. Okay, hang on, don't go away. I will see you next time. Hope you're out doing something fun today, okay? Watch out for more of me going out and doing some more Warrior Angel Challenge ride stuff. And if you're lucky, I might even tell you about a meeting of theirs they let me come talk to them at. That was pretty cool too. Anyway, we are getting ready to wrap this up right now. So I just kind of want to remind you, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and go do that Patreon thing. I'm also up on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook if you want to check out what's going on in those places. Not a whole lot on TikTok, but some stuff. And I'm working on it. So anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Hope I haven't bored you too badly here with my little outro. Sometimes timing is everything, and it's not really my jam. But anyway, hope y'all have a good day. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and enjoy this random scenery whilst I play around with some new styles of announcing my Patreons, which will probably be changing at the end of every video until I hit on something that I really, really like. So there's still time for you to get your name up there in lights, so to speak, if that's your jam. If not, that's okay. There's a few people whose names I know are up on my Patreon, but I think that they are not public subscribers, so I don't know what their names are. It's a mystery. Anyway, this is the spot for them. I appreciate everybody, and I will see you guys next week, okay? Okay, I'll talk to you then. No, really, this is it. I'm going now.